Hello my wonderful friends, welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Sarsana and we're going to have a little reading vlog here. I am currently finishing up my finals for the fall semester. I want to do a little bit of reading in between as well, and my life is kind of chaotic and I thought I would take you guys on this journey with me. We're gonna get a little bit of a student and booktuber mom life, full-time employee snippet as I do like my day-to-day. I figured it might be fun to give you guys little sprinkles of it while I give you reading updates. I'm reading Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I am listening to the audiobook of this because I got my Libby audiobook in for this and I thought it was like the perfect timing. December, cozy fantasy, but also it like feeds my mood in life right now because my life is really chaotic, trying to finish up finals and things are kind of finishing up at work for end of year stuff, and I just felt like it really fed the chaoticness of my life. And fantasy usually is pretty fast paced, or it is kind of cutthroat in some scenes and there's like action packed and a little fast paced, so I thought that this would be perfect for that. And I am also physically and reading on my Kindle The Serpent and the Wolf by Rebecca Robinson. I believe this is her debut novel. I got the e-arc from NerdFam. I got it like almost a month ago and I haven't been able to start it because I've been so busy with everything. I got 4 chapters in yesterday and I was like, I need the physical copy. It's too good. I already know I'm going to love it. And so I grabbed a copy and she is stunning. I want to show you guys real quick the map. My lighting isn't the best right now. Like the sun is doing like some weird things, but I like really love the map. Anyways, it's really good so far. It is like enemies to lovers. Like the first chapter, she's laying in bed in lingerie. They had just gotten married and she pulls a knife out on him and escapes, and he like chases her down and he and her come into a conclusion that satisfies both of their needs. And it is like a little bit of political intrigue. Vasa and Reed. I love Vasa's name. She's the serpent and he's the wolf. She has like some kind of magical power she thinks is evil, and Reed, he is basically wolf in human skin. He's just delectable and it just is such a good ride so far, and I'm like obsessed with these characters. So I'm definitely going to be reading that this weekend. Today is Saturday, and while I do my finals work and stuff like that, I'm definitely going to be reading this. And while I am like cleaning the house and like driving, I'm going to be listening to Caraval. On my Libby app, it says I'm at like chapter 6 in. That's when Scarlett has just left her island away from her abusive father, and she is going to Caraval, where she has dreamed of going ever since she was a little girl with her sister Donatella. All I have learned so far is that their father is very abusive. They both want to get away from their father, at least to go to Caraval. Donatella, she wants to get away forever. Scarlett has a fiance, an arranged marriage situation happening that her father set her up in. She thinks that she's going to be able to take her sister into this new life so they can embark on a safer journey away from their father. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to meet Legend. I'm hearing a lot of things about him so far, and I'm just overall having a pretty good time reading these books, and they're both feeding my chaotic soul, and I'm like really excited to continue on. Plans for today is to have breakfast with my girlfriends after I drop my daughter off at work, and then we're gonna go to Barnes and Nobles, I think, and do some studying and some classwork there, and then maybe get some reading time in. I don't know. I just kind of want to like get out of the house because I work from home and I do my classwork at home, and I'm just like always home because of my health issues. I have kind of been bedridden and I just like want to be out and about while I can, while I feel good. So I'm gonna do that. Then maybe I'll give you guys little snippets of stuff, and if I do any reading, I'll give you guys an update later on today. But yeah, that is the plan for today so far, and I will catch you guys later. Okay, so we went to Barnes and Nobles and there's a bunch of kids running around and it's super busy, so studying is not going to be happening there. We're gonna have to take this home. It's getting a little late. I have to get home for the kids and everything now because Miguel has to go to work. So I'm gonna be doing my schoolwork from there. I was so tempted to buy a few books, but at the same time, I wasn't really interested in buying anything because I feel like I've bought all of the books that I want to read and they're just sitting on my shelves. And whatever books I do want to purchase, I have to buy from Amazon because they're like indie published books. I did order some books from Amazon, so I'm waiting for them to kind of come in this week. So if they come in while I'm vlogging, I'll definitely go ahead and show you guys. But for right now, we're just gonna be taking this trip home. This was not the kind of Barnes and Noble's visit I had in mind, but yeah, we're gonna go home. I had a really good breakfast with my friends. One of my friends got me a present that made me cry, so if my makeup is messed up or if you guys notice it, that's why. But yeah, my hands are probably shaking the camera right now because I don't have anything to like sit my camera up against, and the way my car is set up and me being short be like seeing me like this. So yeah, so if it's shaking, I'm sorry for this clip. I will see you when I'm at home. Hello. I kind of crashed last night after I got home. I was in a lot of pain, so I was just like doing homework from bed. I had to like write a outline, like a speaking outline for my speech class because that's one of my classes that I have to take before I graduate. I was working on that last night. I completed my speech outline and then I just like laid in bed and watched Spy Family with my daughter. She's like obsessed with watching Spy Family. So we did that last night and it was nice and cozy with my heating pad, and I just was trying to do the things I needed to do while I like relaxed. I wasn't really in the mood to read. Hi, Shadow. Hi, baby. Hi. Bye, baby. Ignore my dog. She's very cute and just wanted to check in on me, I guess. So I was just focusing on my health and doing what I needed to do. I wasn't really in the mood to read and I didn't want to like force myself. I've also been feeling a little bit slumpy. After I finished Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson, I did get Wind and Truth. How beautiful is Wind and Truth? Like, it's stunning, magnificent. I absolutely love this. And I did get the signed copy by Brandon Sanderson. I got it from Books A Million. And you guys, I need nothing else in life. Like, I have officially made it in life if I have a signed copy of any book by Brandon Sanderson. So yeah, let me show you guys the inside. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Look at this. This is a map of Roshar. This is the inside of the dust jacket for Wind and Truth. And let me also show you. These books are so heavy. It's like, look how beautiful this is. Let me give you a close-up. It's so beautiful. Like, the character art in these is stunning. The book is so heavy. I am really scared to read Wind and Truth. I know I have it and I just finished Rhythm of War, and you're probably like, why the hell aren't you starting Wind and Truth after Rhythm of War? Because you have it. Because I'm like doing finals and stuff, I constantly have to prioritize studying and doing my assignments and my projects before my deadline. My deadline for one of my assignments for a final is due today. And I'm gonna be doing the speech, or maybe I'll show you guys a little snippet of it. I don't know, we'll see. I have to do a paper by tomorrow, which I'm probably going to work on tonight because I hate doing assignments like on the day of the deadline because it just makes me really stressed out. So I'm gonna work on that today, and I have 2 more assignments to do for this speech class. If you can't tell, I am not happy to be doing anything for this class. I thought this class was going to be a lot more fun, but it hasn't, and I absolutely hate it because I have to like record myself talking about things I'm not really passionate about. I try to talk about stuff I'm passionate about, but the way I have to talk about them, I don't know, I'm not really feeling it, and I'm just really glad for these classes to be over. My favorite class this semester has been my digital multimedia design class because I was able to like create my own projects. I want to be a UI designer. That's a user interface designer, and we work with code to create designs for software or websites. That's kind of along the lines of what I already do. I am a quality assurance analyst and I test our software for the company I work for. So that's my full time for any of you that even care. But getting back to books, I want to go ahead and show you guys some of the books that I did get recently, do like a little mini haul, and then we'll get into the reading updates. Wind and Truth is my prized possession. She is the star of the show right now, but the other ones, let me get them for you so I can show them to you. So the other book that I purchased is Yumi and the Nightmare Painter by Brandon Sanderson. I am missing this from my Brandon Sanderson collection, and I had to snag her because after Wind and Truth, I'm going to jump into Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. It is a Cosmere novel. I don't know what it's about besides for the fact that it's in the Cosmere world. And I don't really want to know anything about it until I like read it, because I want to put the connections and the pieces together, because the world of Cosmere Brandon Sanderson has built is so complex and it is so comprehensive. So I just want to see if I can put the puzzle pieces together. Kristen and Maddie, they're on YouTube, but they're also on TikTok, and recently they had a live, and Maddie had just told me about how there's something called Coppermind, where there is tons of information about the Cosmere and Sorma archives, where they kind of help you put the puzzle pieces together. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into this world. I heard really good things about Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, and the artwork in this, you guys, are you effing kidding me? Like, look how stunning she is. And like the cover itself, like, hello? They're beautiful. I can't wait to read this. And then staying in the Cosmere universe, I did get The Sunlit Man by Brandon Sanderson. This is like 4.5 in the Stormlight Archives books if you look on Goodreads, but I've heard that you're supposed to read this after Wind and Truth now, so I'm kind of glad I didn't read this yet, and I will read this right after I read Wind and Truth, sometime next week, maybe after I am done with my finals. But this book is also very stunning. Why did I just take off the dust jacket? I didn't need to do that, but whatever. Now that it's off, let me show you guys the inside. Look at the page right here. Like, look at the artwork in here. It's so beautiful. It's like shit just hit the fan. So he has a shard blade in his hand right here. I don't know who he is, where she is. I can't really tell from the side profile here. I think that's a woman. I could be wrong. I also know nothing about The Sunlit Man by Brandon Sanderson, but I am really excited to read them. And the next book that I have here is Bonds by the Horns. Is that what it's called? Bonds by Thorns. So I have Bonds by Thorns by Elizabeth Helen, and this cover is beautiful. How pretty is she? I love this. I've been dying to read this. This is the Beast of the Briar book 1. This has been on my Amazon wish list for like the longest time, and I just haven't made the jump and purchased it, but someone purchased this for me. This is from Lovely, and the note here says, surprise, happy holidays book babe from Lovely. And you guys, I don't know who this is. Lovely, if you're watching this, can you please comment below so I can personally thank you? Or if you are on Instagram or TikTok, my link is in my bio and down below in the description of this video. Please let me know who you are so I can personally thank you. This was so kind, and you did not have to do this. You did not have to get me anything, but that you did. I just want to give you my gratitude and thank you personally. So if you can go ahead and message me, please let me know. And Shadow is right here thanking you along with me. But yeah, this was so generous and so kind of you. I really, really appreciate you for getting this for me. So about this book, I don't really know much about it besides for the fact that it's in a fantasy, that this is a fantasy book. I think it's like a romantasy. And in the back it says, 4 beastly princes, 1 awkward bookworm, an enchanted world of fae, magic, and danger. Like, say less. I think this is a why choose, and I'm not usually into why choose romances, but if they're done right, then I love them. And I've heard that this is a lot like Zodiac Academy and the Bonsat Tai series. So I'm really excited. I haven't read the Bonsat Tai, but I read a little bit of Zodiac Academy and the Ruthless Boys series, and I love them. So I'm really excited to get into it. Thank you so much, lovely. I really, really appreciate this. And happy holidays to you too, Book Babe. Hi, Shadow. Hi, Shadow. And then the next few books I have here, they are from Fairy Loot. So this one is The Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Leong. I hope I'm saying that right. And this is the cover, and it's beautiful. The sprayed edges is like beautiful. And the inside, oh my gosh, I love, oh my god. Look at the naked hardback. It sounds like an airplane is like going above my house. That's loud as hell. Okay, I think it's past, okay, that was insane. Anyways, getting back to my book. So she is stunning. She's beautiful. Look at that. And look at the design inside the book. It's so beautiful. And there's like little flecks of like rose gold here. I love the foiling on the inside as well. And then let me show you the back. The back is also beautiful. It's stunning. Okay. Oh, the naked. Okay. Let me show you the reversible dust jacket too. It's beautiful. She is stunning. I love the colors in here. It looks very like mystical and all that. I really have to give props to like the artists that create the artwork for books, because it's so detailed and intricate, and this time they must spend on these designs is just incredible. This is just phenomenal. Let's see what this is about. So on the inside it says charming, relatable, and tender. Maiga Ducey. I'm so sorry if I'm saying this wrong. You guys know names aren't my best suit. Okay. So it says, fleeing a troubled past, immigrant fortune teller 2 roams the dusty countryside with only her mule for company, telling small fortunes for small prices. Big fortunes come with big consequences, which she knows from bitter experience. It's a lonely life until she encounters an ex-mercenary and a semi-reformed thief who recruit her into their desperate search for a lost child. Soon they're joined by a baker with a need for adventure and, of course, a slightly magical cat. How sets down a new path with companions as big-hearted as her fortunes are small. But as her friends break down her walls, the shadows of her past close in. Now, Tao must decide whether to risk everything to save the family she never thought she could have. This is a cozy fantasy about trying to find yourself and finding a family instead. Perfect for fans of Legend and Lattes and some for the wild built and the house in the Cerulean Sea. Okay, so this is a cozy fantasy. I'm not really in the mood for cozy fantasies right now. I don't know if I'm going to be getting to this. I don't know, honestly. This is beautiful. This book is beautiful, but I don't know if I'm going to be getting to it. So I have some thinking to do to see if this is my cup of tea. I recently did read Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldree, and I was not a big fan of that one. I enjoyed Legends and Lattes a lot more, but that one kind of fell flat for me. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll read this maybe when I'm in the mood for it as a mood reader. That's kind of how things go. So we'll add this to my bookshelf and see. And then the next one we have For She Is Wrath, and this is by Emily Varga. This is a stunning cover. I love the colors. It all like complements each other perfectly, especially with the foiling. So we have our sprayed edges here, and the inside is also gorgeous. This is similar to the cover, but a little bit more intricate. I love. And then on the inside, we have a beautiful woman here with like Middle Eastern vibes right here. The jewelry, the outfit, everything here. So she is definitely desi. I love this. And then we have a man and a woman here kind of like battling it out. I absolutely love this. This is gorgeous. And maybe we'll get like a little bit of enemies to lovers. And on the inside, we have a reversible dust jacket. It's beautiful, but I think I prefer the original that it came with. And here's our author here. Okay, so inside the dust jacket, it says, "The whispers grew louder like the stones themselves were speaking to me. Like the earth had been cleaved in two and begun talking, and that one word rose again above the rest, an incantation and warning all at once. Revenge." Ooh, shit. This sounds spicy. On the inside, let's read a little bit. It says, "What if the man you loved was the very person who betrayed you?" Okay, I'm loving this already. "Danya has been betrayed by her lover and falsely imprisoned for a crime she didn't commit. She's counting down the days until she can exact her revenge when a fellow prisoner offers a chance at escape and the keys to a dangerous jinn magic." Oh, okay. Armed with a brand new identity and all the power she could want, Danya enacts a plan to bring down those who cheated her and her family. But when the one person standing in her way is the very man who signed her life away, retribution becomes a complicated game of cat and mouse, because betrayal isn't simple and revenge certainly isn't easy, not when your heart is involved. Oh, I'm so excited to read this. I'm so excited to read this. I love this. This is Middle Eastern. This is enemies to lovers. Oh girl, and you got jinn magic in here. I'm sold. This like literally, oh my gosh, I'm so reading this after Christmas and stuff like that. Baby, you're getting read. And then next, I did order this from their Mortal editions, I think it is. It is Serpent Sea by Maya Ibrahim. I think that's how, yes, by Maya Ibrahim. And this cover is stunning. The special edges, I don't know if I'm really a big fan of that, but the cover is stunning. And the dust jacket is also beautiful. This is the second book in the Spice Road series. Spice Road is book 1, and this is Serpent Sea is the second book. I hate it when my editions don't match in a series, and I don't know if I'm going to love Spice Road or not. but it is like sort of like Middle Eastern vibes, and I tend to like those books, so I just went ahead and made the jump and also purchased this. If I don't like it, then I don't like it, but at least I can donate or sell these on my Pango and someone will have a matching set. But yeah, so I just figured I would just go snag this while I could. In the back it says protect your home, unleash the monster. And on the inside it says once Imani swore to protect her home from the monsters roaming the desert. Like, it just seems like right up my alley, and you guys are not ready for the inside. Look at this. Look how stunning that is. It like reminds me of like the ocean with like the blue, and the gold is Middle Eastern style, and like all of this. If you guys watch, if you're like into Desi movies and stuff like that, like the older movies, like they'll have like partitions where like it's in like this design. That's what that kind of reminds me of. I don't know why. On the inside we have two characters here. It looks like they're on like a boat or something like that, or maybe they're on some kind of a bridge. I don't know, but this reminds me of a boat. I think that's like a sail behind them. And on the back we have the same characters, but it's like night over here, and it looks like they're still on that boat or whatever, like the same yeah, they're definitely on a boat. There's water. What the hell am I saying? But yeah, it just looks really good to me, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to like it. So I'm glad I purchased it. Let's look at the inside. Let's look at the dust jacket. Okay, so this is the reversible dust jacket, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this more than I like the original. This just like matches the hardback so much more, and she's beautiful. Hello. I might have to turn this around. I love this so much more. Okay, that's it for the book haul. Let me give you guys a little bit of a reading update. I think when I had updated you guys yesterday, I think I was like, I had just started this book, but since then I've, you know, done a little bit of running around and stuff, so I was listening to the audiobook while I was like driving and stuff, and I did make it a little bit further in Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I'm like a little bit in. I think I'm on chapter 10. Yep, I'm on chapter 10, and so far I am really liking this. So Scarlett, she has made it into Caraval, and Julian, this guy her sister that was hooking up with, he's with her, and her sister is like missing. Scarlett is getting some like sexual vibes off of Julian. I don't know if it's because she's never been with a man. At least that's what I'm understanding from what is happening and like how she's reacting to a man's touch. Not that he's even like touching her sexually. Like he like helped rip off her dress, so he like grabbed her hips when he was doing that because she was about to drown and she was wearing like this big heavy dress or whatever. There was like some like teasing sexual comments when they were changing into dry clothes in Caraval. So I don't really understand what's happening, but Scarlett, girl code, I don't understand what's happening here. But then again, your sister didn't really care for him and was just trying to find a way into Caraval or to leave your island or whatever. So I get it, but I don't know, I'm feeling a little icky vibes for that because I'm a girl's girl through and through, and stuff like that just kind of like rubs me the wrong way, I guess. Besides for that, I am really enjoying it. There's like a lot of mystery surrounding Caraval and Legend. He is, I guess, the showstopper or whatever, like he's in charge, and he's the man that Scarlett has been writing to so she can get into Caraval. And apparently Julian has been trying to get into Caraval as well. He has been here before or something like that. So I am going to dive into this a little bit more, maybe later today after I finish one of my assignments. Yeah, I'm like really excited to see where we go with this. And then next, so I am on chapter 7 in Serpent and the Wolf. It's pretty good so far still. We still have some angsty vibes from Reed and Vasa. Vasa is like warming up to Reed a little bit more, and she is understanding what her powers are. She is still disgusted by her powers and she wants to get rid of them, but she's coming to terms with certain things, and she's learning a little bit more about her heritage and her past, and we love that. It is giving me vibes for like any kind of normal fantasy romance books where, you know, girl thinks she is a normal human being, then she gets powers, then she learns things about her past that makes her even more important kind of thing. You know, she's going to be a badass and stuff like that. So right now, I think I'm mostly sticking here for the romance aspect of it, because the magic system fantasy worlds building so far around Vasa just seems like our average romantasy plot so far. So it is what it is, but I'm mostly here for the romance, and I'm still excited to see where things go with Reed and Vasa. That's kind of all the reading updates I have right now. I'm going to go and rehearse and record my speech, and then I will hopefully have some time to read. If I don't, it's probably because I started my other assignment, my paper that is due tomorrow, so which I should probably start and get that out of the way. So I might just try to do that, but in between I'll find some time to read, hopefully tonight, especially before bed. Maybe I will check back in with you guys later today. If not, then I will check in with you tomorrow. I hate doing this so much.
Recording in progress.
Unlike YouTube, I can't like delete out the parts that are like bloopers. I have to continue to completely re-record myself every single time if I make a mistake, and I hate it. And I have my script right here that I wrote. It's just so annoying. I hate this class.
Recording in progress.
Ooh, I'm sweating. So I finished all of my finals work. I finished every single assignment that was due tonight and throughout this week, just so I could have a few more days added towards my winter break, and I'm so excited. It's 2:47 at night, and after I finished my schoolwork, I started reading Caraval because while I was doing my schoolwork, I was listening to it here and there and like getting ready for bed, and it is giving me Phantasma vibes. Like, we have a missing sister, we have a game that she has to win so she can find her sister, and it's just like getting really, really good, and I'm really enjoying myself, and I can't wait to read this. I also want to like really read Wind and Truth. The whole reason why I started reading Caraval and The Serpent and the Wolf is because I needed like a filler while I was doing my finals. But now that my finals are done, I really, really, really want to read Wind and Truth, you guys. I am like craving for it, but I also am really enjoying Caraval. So I don't know, like, do I just finish Caraval and then start Wind and Truth? I'm in a big pickle. I'm in a big, big pickle. I'm really enjoying this right now, so I'm going to read this. Maybe I'm going to throw in Wind and Truth in the middle of this too and just like chuck these books until I finish Wind and Truth. I don't know. I'm like so exhausted, but I'm also like not tired because today was like I had to be super focused while I was doing my classwork and stuff like that. So I am like wired. I literally have to be up for work in 5 hours. And I'm going to be so dead tomorrow. Anyways, so I'm going to keep reading Caraval, and I will give you guys an update in a few hours. If you're wondering if I'm alive, I am still alive, and I am still reading Caraval. I'm loving it still, and I am almost done. I think I'm on like almost like 70% way in. What chapter am I on? Let me tell you that. So I'm almost done chapter 33, and I'm really enjoying it so far. It is literally giving me Phantasma vibes. I don't know where this is going to end because there's 2 more books in this series and Julian isn't who we thought he was. I wasn't liking him at first, but then I started to like him for Scarlet, and now I don't know, like after finding out what I just found out in this chapter, I'm just kind of like, well shit, I didn't really see this coming, but at the same time I'm not surprised that things have turned out the way they have. So I am really intrigued to see where this goes, but I'm not gonna lie, Wind and Truth is calling my name. Now that I've finished all of my schoolwork and my finals are complete, I am on winter break until January 13. I have a good amount of time to read after work and y'all are about to be sick of me. I am going to be vlogging everything I'm going to be reading, so I'm like really excited to like get back into this because I've just been so busy and I've just had so much going on and I haven't been able to read as much as I want to. I did read more this year than I did last year. So I'm very proud of myself for reaching my reading goal. I think I'm at like 108 books so far this year and I'm very proud of myself. And I've read a lot of good books and I've done a lot of DNFs. I have gotten a lot meaner since I've been reading more books this year. I have been a little bit more cutthroat about what I like and I don't like, and DNFing when I'm just not enjoying any books. I don't know if that happens to anyone else, but I've just been noticing that about myself. But let me digress from that. I'm still really enjoying this. I want to read Wind and Truth so badly. I'm hoping that I can finish this tonight so I can start Wind and Truth. And I'm going to literally give myself like 3 or 4 days to finish it. I'm probably just delusional. I highly doubt I can finish it that quickly, but after reading Rhythm of War, I am so feral for Wind and Truth, but I also like don't want to read it because that's the last Stormlight Archive book in this arc. We're not going to get another Stormlight Archive book for years. I know he's going to be writing more books in the Cosmere, but I don't think it's related to Stormlight. I had a really good Stormlight Archive year this year. Like this was the year for Brandon Sanderson for me. I did get into a lot of his books last year, but this is the year that I like really dove in, and man, it's been a wild ride. But yeah, so anyways, I am really hoping to finish this tonight. I have some grocery shopping to do and I'm going to be going to Ulta and picking up some last minute presents for the girls and their stocking stuffers. So I'm going to go now and get that out of the way. Today is Monday and it's a pretty good day to go shopping because the stores aren't as crowded and crazy, but it is around Christmas time and we have about a little over a week until Christmas and people are just really feral out there. I really get anxious. I have really bad anxiety when I'm in crowds, so I'm really hoping that it's not going to be too bad. I'm going to have my headphones in. I'm going to be listening to Caraval while I'm doing all of this, so I'm sure I'm going to make a good dent in this. I'm really like trying to be in and out of these stores though, so we will see. I'm probably not going to be showing you guys what I'm getting because I'm going to be in and out of the grocery store and at Ulta. I can't show you guys what I'm getting for the girls, but maybe I'll do like a little tour or whatever of the store I'm going to, so maybe it'll be fun. I'll try to make it cozy. I will check back in with you guys later when I have an update for you. I'm back home and I did a little bit of shopping. I went to Ulta, I got a few things. Then I went grocery shopping. It wasn't as bad. I definitely did some damage. So moving on. I didn't even like go anywhere and buy a book. I'm telling you guys, like I have absolutely no urge to like buy books. But then again, when I do have the urge to buy books, I'm like, what book do I even buy? Because I feel like I have everything that I want to read at the moment. Whatever books I have purchased, I really want to read them, but I just haven't had the time to read them. So we're gonna have to rectify that. I'm gonna like have to like go on like a reading binge while I'm on break from school. I do have a reading update for you guys. I did finish Caraval by Stephanie Garber. It was not bad. Not bad. Phantasma was a little bit better, but then again, there are 2 more books in this series, so I feel like it will get better as the series goes on, but this was not bad. I was intrigued, I was hooked, and the audiobook was absolutely phenomenal. I love how fast-paced it is as well. It's definitely YA. There's no spicy scenes in this. There's like a little bit of angst here and there. It was like Hunger Games vibes, I guess, and it was really good, and it really like messed with your mind. As the character is getting messed with, you're also in that journey with her, and she's unsure of what's happening, if it's real or if it's not real. I was in her head and I felt like I was going through it with her. So the writing is absolutely phenomenal. I really love Stephanie Garber's writing. I'm really interested to see where things go with Scarlett and Julian. I don't know if I like Julian or not right now. He's like a morally gray character. He's definitely intriguing, but I don't know if I like him for her or not. She's definitely into him and he seems like he's into her, and I'm guessing he is our MMC. I don't know if we're going to get like an ACOTAR version of Tamlin in this or not. I honestly am not in love with their relationship or anything like that, but I do like them together. I liked how they were bonding. I liked how things kind of wrapped up in this book, and it left us with wanting to know more, like what was going to happen next. But at the same time, it ended kind of peacefully. It wasn't like anything dramatic kind of cliffhanger. So I feel like I'm at peace with what has happened in this book, and I am interested to see what happens next in the following books. With that, I am going to give this a rating of maybe like 3.5 stars. I don't know if that's harsh or not. Like, I liked it, but I didn't like love it. I couldn't like not put it down. This was fun. So yeah, I think 3.5 is appropriate. And you guys, I need to read Wind and Truth. Like, The Serpent and the Wolf is really good, but my head is literally with Wind and Truth right now. Like, I really need to read this book. I need to know what happens with Kaladin and Dalinar, Shallan, and Navani. Like, Navani, oh my gosh. The stuff that happened in Rhythm of War, I need to know what happens. I need to go back into this world, and I need to be back here. I really am enjoying The Serpent and the Wolf by Rebecca Robinson, but Wind and Truth has been an anticipated read, so we're going to just put The Serpent and the Wolf down just for right now, and I will continue it on afterwards. But tonight I'm going to be starting Wind and Truth, and I'm so excited! I'm predicting that I'm going to be done with this book probably by this weekend. I know I'm not going to be able to put this down. I also have the audiobook, so I'm going to be doing like an immersive reading, and I'm just so excited. Life is complete. I have this book and I'm going to be diving into it. I'm so scared to see what happens in this book. I'm so nervous, but I'm also really excited. So yeah. All right, I am going to go eat dinner and I am going to start this tonight. But I am also probably going to try to have like a little bit of movie time with Miguel because he's been working a lot as usual. So we haven't really had like couple time. So I am going to try to sneak like an hour or so with him and watch a movie with him or something. And he usually passes out way before me. So once he passes out, I'll be reading. But I am also running on 4 hours of sleep. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and hopefully I will have some good reading updates for you. So it is the next day, and I did start Wind and Truth by Brandon Sanderson. You guys, I'm so happy to be back in this world. I can't even tell you how connected I feel to these characters. Like, they're my friends. I am on chapter 13. I'm on page 107 right now. And just like looking at this, you probably can't even tell, like, doesn't even look like I made a dent. Like, but you know what? I don't even care how long this book is. Like, I don't want it to end. It seems so intimidating, but once you start reading the Stormlight Archive books and you get really connected to the story and the characters, it doesn't even feel like you're reading. Well, at least to me, that's how I feel. And I just love these characters. I am so happy to see Kaladin finding his way emotionally and in his life right now, because I was really worried about him in the last book, in Rhythm of War. I'm really worried about Dalinar, how the situation is going to turn out for him, because, you know, day 10 is coming up real soon and I'm just like so nervous. Shallan is becoming stronger and she is learning things about herself that is just incredible. The magic in this world is absolutely phenomenal, and I love the fact that we're getting more of Wit. It is kind of doing like a full circle. I don't know if you're supposed to read Warbreaker before or after Stormlight Archive, but I read it before I started, and I'm glad I did, because a lot of things are starting to make more sense and Wit's magic is also making more sense. So I'm just like having the best time of my life right now, and I'm so happy that I'm done school so I could literally just like binge this when I'm off of work and I have time now. I'm just so happy. I can't even put it into words right now. Right now, it is like 6 o'clock. We had dinner. I'm going to be taking Heaven to the store so she can get a few things for her friends and her sisters. Then we are going to be going to Barnes & Noble. I don't think I'm going to be buying anything. We're literally like going there to read and just like to be surrounded by books. My girls love doing that, and well, the younger two love doing that, and I absolutely love the fact that my kids like to go to the bookstore to read with me. It is the best feeling ever, and I feel like I've won as a parent. Like I literally feel like I won as a parent. It's the best feeling. So we're gonna do a little bit of shopping and then we're gonna go to Barnes and we're gonna read for an hour or so. If I do purchase anything, I will do a little haul again and let you guys know what I purchased. The goal is not to purchase anything, it's just to like sit there and enjoy reading this. I will talk to you guys later when I have a reading update for you. So many things are happening, and I don't think I can tell you guys any of this because it would be a spoiler, but I want to talk to someone about it so badly. Oh my gosh. I am literally on chapter 61 of Wind and Truth, and I'm like almost halfway through. the amount of background stories that we're getting. Like, we're getting stuff from like the past and the present, and things are like kind of wrapping up nicely. I feel like it is a little slower paced right now, I would have to say. I am on day 5 right now, and chapter 61, there is a lot of things that we are getting, and I like the fact that we're getting a little bit about every character. Like, literally, Shallan, Szeth, Kaladin, Navani, Dalinar, Adolin. We're getting a little bit of everyone's point of view. I like the growth in Kaladin, like where he is in his mental state. I feel like he is growing into his best potential, and so is Szeth. I like seeing him healing as well. I can't tell you guys the rest because it's gonna be a spoiler, but I'm having the absolute best time. I am struggling to not read this too quickly, but also not read it quick enough because I need to know what happens at the end. But knowing that this is the last book in the Stormlight Archives first arc, and we're not going to get another one for years to come, is very daunting. I'm going to continue reading this book, and I will give you guys an update when I have an update to give you. I can't really tell you much else besides for I am having severe anxiety about finishing this book right now. I don't want to let go of these characters. It's been literally 3 days since I've started it, and I'm already halfway through. I am really holding myself back, but I don't know. This book is just amazing. I'm really looking forward to seeing how Brandon Sanderson is going to be wrapping up When in Truth, but I don't want it to end. It's been like 2 days since I updated you guys on me reading Wind and Truth. We have made quite a bit of progress. So I am literally almost done. I think I have like 50 more pages to go. I am on page 1296. This is the 10th day. A lot of things has happened, and I feel like I need to record myself while I'm reading the last few pages of this book because it's literally taking me on such a roller coaster right now, and things are kind of going downhill. I'm trying really hard not to cry right now because some things have happened to my favorite characters that I kind of did expect, but I can't believe it's happened. I guess this needed to happen to get us ready for the second arc of Stormlight Archives, but right now I don't feel okay. I don't know how I'm feeling right now besides for upset. This has been a beautiful book. So I'm gonna continue reading and I'm gonna give you guys some live reaction. Final thoughts on Wind and Truth by Brandon Sanderson. I feel like I am left with more questions than the questions I originally had were answered. I feel like a lot of the questions that I did have were answered. This has just become such a bigger story. I know that we're going to get books 6 through 10 that are going to complete the Stormlight Archive series, but it just feels like we were left on the biggest cliffhanger, and the fact that we have to wait another few years to get the next Stormlight Archives books, I don't know how to proceed. I'm going to be reading other books to get myself out of this hump. To get myself out of this slump, I'm going to be reading other books. I don't know if I'm going to read any books that are better than this for the rest of this year. Today is the 22nd of December, so we have about a week left in this year. But you guys, I fear this is the #1 book that I have read this year. This is like Infinity Stars, the world building, the plot, the characters, the political intrigue, the magic system is excruciatingly complex, and it just really makes you feel what these characters are feeling. It really makes you question this world, and when you feel like you're starting to figure something out, something else comes in and just kind of blows those theories out the door. This is just a masterpiece. We received this masterpiece because he took as long as he did to write this story, and to write something this ginormous and so intricate, I can't even imagine how his brain functions for him to have just written this world. I can't fathom what we're going to be getting next. I feel like I'm gonna be sitting here staring at a wall for like the next day before I can pick up my next read, because how do I move on after this? What do I even read? I feel like anything that I read is going to be overshadowed by the greatness of this book. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me get demolished by this book, and you've enjoyed watching me finish out my finals. A little update about that, I will put like a little picture up here. For all 3 of my classes, I did pass them with A's. I'm really happy with how I was able to finish up this semester and do this vlog for you guys so you could see it a little bit real time. I'm gonna be spending the next few days spending time with my kids until classes for the spring semester start back up. I hope you guys had a good time watching this. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.